Have you ever spent hours perfecting your podcast, recorded a fantastic episode, uploaded it to your hosting platform, and then hit a roadblock when trying to share it with the world? It can be incredibly frustrating to discover that your hard work is stuck in limbo because of an issue with your podcast's RSS feed. The good news is that fixing most podcast RSS feed submission errors is often straightforward and usually involves checking specific details within your podcast hosting platform. An RSS feed, or really simple syndication feed, is essentially a continually updated file that contains all the essential information about your podcast, like episode titles, descriptions, audio files, and artwork. When you submit your podcast to directories such as Apple Podcasts or Spotify, these platforms read your RSS feed to display your show. The primary reason these submission errors occur is that podcast directories have strict requirements for what constitutes a valid RSS feed. If any piece of information is missing, incorrectly formatted, or violates their guidelines, the directory's automated systems will reject the submission. This is their way of ensuring a consistent, high-quality experience for their listeners and maintaining order across millions of podcasts. Common culprits include missing episode artwork, incorrect audio file types, or malformed text in episode descriptions. To troubleshoot and resolve these errors, start by logging into your podcast hosting account. First, verify that all required fields for your podcast are completed. This includes your podcast title, author, description, and category. Next, check your podcast's cover art to ensure it meets the specific dimensions and file size requirements of the directory you are submitting to, typically a square image between 1,400 and 3,000 pixels per side, in JPEG or PNG format. Then, review the details for your latest episode. Confirm that the audio file is correctly uploaded and uses a compatible format, such as MP3, and that all episode-specific fields like title, description, and releases date are accurately filled out. A key element that often causes issues, which many podcasters overlook, is ensuring your RSS feed is set to be publicly accessible and not password protected or private. Some hosting platforms offer a specific toggle for this. Additionally, some directories are very particular about the language tag within your feed, so double-check that it's correctly set for your spoken language. For example, if your podcast is in English, ensure the tag is for English and not a regional variant that might cause confusion. Also, look for any special characters or unusual formatting in your titles or descriptions, as these can sometimes break the feed's structure. By systematically checking these common points within your podcast host, you can quickly identify and correct the underlying issues preventing your RSS feed from being accepted. Once you have made the necessary adjustments, save your changes, and then resubmit your podcast to the directory. This methodical approach will not only resolve your current submission problem, but also empower you with the knowledge to maintain a healthy RSS feed, ensuring your podcast reaches its audience without unnecessary delays.